folks. Welcome to Trying to Play.
We're going to play Mario Land 3, which is actually Wario Land, which is like, I don't know, Super Mario World 2 was Yoshi's Island.
It's like the beginning of problematic Nintendo naming conventions. They won't buy it if it doesn't say Mario. Look at him go.
You're not going.
There's a little man.
You can't fit through that door.
Don't fat shame Mario.
I'm a proportion shamer. Oh God, please don't hit me. Oh, gee whiz. Those boxes get really angry when you open them up.
Yeah, I like how their idea was just to make everything big and pissed off.
So I know that a lot of things have faces in the Mario universe, which somehow isn't the name of a game yet.
Give them time.
So in Super Mario World, it kind of looked like when you hit a block that it turned into kind of eyes or something.
Yeah. And so they just made them even more expressive eyes. I love this game.
Just kind of interesting that they could make stuff more expressive on the tiny Game Boy screen.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had more experience. Like, by this point, they had made Super Mario World and then made a Game Boy game that looks like a black and white approximation of Super Mario World. So, like, the difference between Mario Land 1 and 2 is like night and freaking day.
Which are the only two colors on the Game Boy palette.
Night and day. Yeah, if Nintendo's going to get in the habit of remaking Game Boy games, can they do some Wario action?
I'd be up for that.
We waste a whole bunch of time doing this.
You got rid of all your platform action. Oh, why? I can pontificate!
You see? It seems to me that... Can I butt stomp? Yes, I can. Is this the first butt stomp?
I'm sure there were some dance moves or something earlier.
I hereby declare this the first butt stomp. I hereby declare this the first dance move. There was no dancing before this game came out. Who are you to argue with me? Were you born? No. I don't mean you, I mean whoever's listening to this.
Yeah. We'll assume that we have kind of a youngish audience. Right?
I think it's pretty much Ian and that's it.
Yeah, Ian watches the video like 50 times and then... That seems to be where we're averaging right now is 50 views an episode.
Although it seems like some of them like go up over time and others do not.
It depends.
And it's not like clear enough for me to see the trends to know what's working and what isn't.
Yeah.
Or at least, from a YouTube algorithm standpoint.
Well, by the time that this comes out, like, our edited Bonkers episode will be out, and we'll see. Maybe people prefer that kind of editing style, or I don't know yet. We're still trying to figure this out, folks.
Yeah, we're still trying to play.
Right. Oh, the plus coin goes into the minus slot.
Oh.
That's what you can do.
He's flipping us off. He's growing. He's grown into flipping us off.
I like how he doesn't just stop there. He's like, and a long way around.
I always liked his facial expression here.
So these Wario buckets ended up being a thing in that Japan only
Mario and Wario, yeah. Which I would like to play in this show, but it requires the mouse.
Yeah. That was like some old animation tracebacks not quite working.
Sometimes you just gotta shove some pixels around. Show who's boss. It's a skull. I want it. Give me the skull. Give me the skull. Give me the skull.
It's only got 3 teeth.
This is one of my favorite game soundtracks too. It's like a frequent. Gosh darn it! This is a frequent go-to when I'm working and need something instrumental.
Yeah, it's got a beat and you can dance to it.
It's got a funky beat, and I can really bug out to it.
You can really, wow.
You know what? Like, how badly do I need that door?
It's the only thing that you've ever needed.
Oh. By God, John, you're right.
I mean, you thought that you were happy, but that was just before you knew about the door. I don't know. Was that so hard?
Well, no, but
No.
you know, it doesn't keep me doing it wrong several times. Dragon hat. Look at those treacherous spikes they've put up there. Look at them.
Behold.
Behold the spikes.
X marks the spikes.
Should have like cartoon stretched his hand past to silhouette better. I'll write them a note on this.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I like in the Captain Toad. His proportions don't allow for holding anything over his head, so everything just kind of floats over his head.
It's funny that they introduced the dragon hat at around the same moment as an enemy you can't hit with it.
Yeah, a lot of old games kind of tended to do that for some reason. Like, oh, this will be useful. Here's immediately stuff that's immune. Like,
Unless you think you're OP or something.
oil can.
I'll keep my dragon hat, thank you very much.
I'm sure Lindsay has plenty, though.
It's an occupational hazard. I keep hoping they'll announce a new Wario Land game.
Was Shake It the last one?
I think so.
Wow. Oh,
That
jeez.
is a rough scene.
Maybe we should play that.
Wario Land Shake It?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that at
I
some
like
point.
that they got actual real animation. None of that fake animation like in this game.
Yeah, I would love to see them go back and like. I feel like he lends himself to crazier animation than what they chose to do. Not that it was bad.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, this is Wario. He's
you think
nuts.
you think it
That wasn't very smart of me, that wasn't.
You think it stayed a little too on model or something?
Yeah, like it's weird. He lets Zelda things stretch a lot more, but as far as Mario related things, at least, you know, in the past couple of gaming generations, I feel like Miyamoto's trying to make the stuff a little bit too Disney. Like a little.
It does seem a little flipped around. Like Mario is the cartoon world, and yet that's kind of the one that's the same visually most.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little too conservative. Not that I would say it's bad.
You don't have enough hearts to gamble there, or what? Burp, 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 burp. Burp, burp.
Boy, that's annoying.
Dude,
What if I were to gamble half of my earnings?
dude. You got a whole bunch of dollary dues.
Dollary dues.
Now you get a different ending in this one depending on how much cash that you end with, right?
Yeah, and I think that's true. I think with this one, it's like what level of castle you have.
Yeah.
But I think that's the case in most Wario games, where like the more you collect.
Okay.
Like I think it's in 4 that like what princess you rescue depends on how much you've earned.
So the hearts aren't health. What are they?
There's those things I can't quite use at the end of the game. I mean, at the end of the level. Don't know.
You get hearts to gamble to win more hearts, but to what end? That's capitalism for you.
But to what end?
It's always weird when hearts aren't health. It's the same way with Castlevania.
Yeah, I was thinking.
What is that, buddy?
It's Knife Hurt Man. He's here to hurt me with knives.
I have made errors.
Wah.
Da 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 da.
Wah.
Of course. Are these waterfalls or like quicksand falls or?
I think they don't even know, and they're taking advantage of the Game Boy hardware being in black and white.
Where does he get his hair done?
It's a Wario hawk.
He looks like he pities fools of some sort. Yeah.
Hey, did you know I can't jump on those when when I'm small? Can't jump on those when I'm small.
Well, they're quite spiky. I mean, they're already pretty lenient that you can nudge against a bunch of different kinds of enemies. There aren't a lot of games at this point where you're allowed to just nudge stuff.
That's the real innovation of Wario Land, nudging.
It wouldn't be for several more games before they came up with winking.
These coins are just super round.
Round.
Nice, satisfying round coins. Round. Right, this time
These are
it's gonna be different.
It already is. Those are kind of goopy stalagmites, aren't they?
That's the name of this episode. Sounds like a comedian from the 70s that I wouldn't like.
Or more like the Hanna-Barbera cartoon based off of his The Hijinks of Goopy Stalagmite.
Hey, you folks! It's Goopy Stalagmite! Hey, John, what would his terrible catchphrase be? Goop, goop-a-doo! Of course it would. He says it just like, it doesn't have one meaning, it's just whenever they feel like saying the catchphrase.
Yeah, which is how catchphrases worked for an uncomfortable amount of time, to be honest.
But jabbers.
Well, not even like made up word ones, like even ones where like in Inspector Gadget, he's like, I'm always on duty. Like, regardless of context, it's like, I wasn't talking about your job, Uncle Gadget.
Tennessee tuxedo will not fail. I did a bad job.
Wow, he gets really introspective when...
What does it all mean? Why am I always just throwing bombs? Why? Oh, jeez. Life is full of little disappointments. I mean, what have these guys ever done to me?
Hugs and
Ready?
kisses.
Will I ever be ready?
Well, you got a consistent pattern going.
Thanks.
Okay, so if you collect 100 hearts, is that a 1-up or something?
I think so, yeah, because I didn't have everything I'd collected up to that point, so...
Alright, so they had to come up with something besides coins to earn a 1-up, because coins are literal currency this time.
Right. It would seem to me that this would be a good place to put an episode break.
Sure.
Cool.
See you next time, folks. I guess we're going to keep Ying.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a fun, easy game, and I've been wanting to play it for a while, so, yeah.
Keep watching the skies.
I'm a penguin.